All right, guys, well, I don't think any of you guessed what today's product was going to be. So let's get it open and take a look. Klecker knives. So we have the very cool Klax or Klecker axe. Then what must this be? The handle that goes with it. So this is the Klecker axe head. Now this comes in several different models. It comes in their Feller version, which doesn't have all the extra tools on it. It's pretty much like a multi-tool axe head. We'll go over that in a moment. So you can get it in a standard version that just lashes onto a stick or a handle, which you can also purchase from them. This is their Lumberjack model. This is the one that has all the tools on it. And then it also comes in a titanium model. So Glenn Klecker has worked on projects with Leatherman and CRKT, done some designs for them, and so he came up with the design for the Klecker Klax. The Klax head is full stainless steel. It's got 10 or so tools on it. It weighs in at 16 ounces. So you have a gut hook / cutting hook up here at the top. You've got some jimping to, use it, without the axe head there. You have a knife on the bottom here. Of course, you have your main cutting edge here, which also is an Ulu style knife. You've got some hex heads in here. You can get this in standard or metric, and then you also have a 1/4 inch hex driver there. On the back you have some graduation marks here, or a ruler, and then of course you have a pommel on the back. There's also a little carabiner here for being able to clip this onto a pack, so you could keep this in an emergency kit in the car, a get home bag, a glove box, for example. It comes with the nice sheath here, so the edges are protected, but you could definitely just keep this part in your bag, make a handle when you get out to the woods. Really all you have to do is split down the middle of a piece of wood, or you can purchase the one from Klecker, which is a very nice hardwood handle. The clip in the back also serves as a bottle opener, so you can not only use it off the handle, of course, you can use the knife there for maybe scraping some fine tinder, things like that. You could of course use the pommel, use the Ulu style knife. So lots of ways to use this. Very easy to assemble here. You just move this spring-loaded part in the back, give it a twist there, and then you can loosen the screw here, which adjusts this further part here. You want to loosen it out of this little notch here so that you can turn it. And once it turns for you, got to loosen it a little bit more here. Once it turns for you, you can just go ahead and slide the handle right down. There is a peg on the bottom of this handle which allows it to lock into place, and then you simply just tighten it back up on the handle here. Once it's on there, it doesn't move at all. We're going to see today by pounding some stuff and chopping through some stuff if it loosens up at all, but right now it is very solid and very secure. One thing to note about the sheath is that it only will cover the axe head there when it's off of the handle, so you would have to separate the two and throw both parts in your bag, for example, or you could probably get a custom axe sheath or mask for it as well. So right off the bat here, it's got this very nice hardwood handle. It's not too heavy. It is a nice beefy handle. I really like that a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take some swings into the stump here. I mainly just wanna check for, if the head's gonna loosen up or things like that. So it's very tight right now. You can see you got a little bit of play there. Go ahead and tighten this up as best we can. very sharp. It's digging in, so you can see it is loosening up just a little bit on the head there, but doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. So let's go ahead and keep chopping with it. Handle is really large, so those of you that like a nice large handle, it's definitely very large. Powered right through that. That was my fault there. I missed a little bit. Right through that, no problem. And this is no softwood. This is definitely some nice hard seasoned oak, and it's splitting right through it very nicely as well. It is a little bit loose. I mean, it's not going to come off, but you can just give it a quick tighten here. That's nice as well. You don't have lashings to deal with. If your lashings come undone, you almost have to relash the entire thing. So it's nice to have this adjustment screw here that if it does loosen up a little bit on you, you can tighten it back up. Got no problem on that oak. So it's also got that knife blade on there. Now you could take the head off and use the knife blade. We'll try that in a minute. But what I'm thinking is if I pound this into this stump, I can probably use it to do some draw strokes with. So I've got a piece of downed hardwood here. This stuff would be great for a fire, so let's do an 8 chop test and see how far we can get through this. Alright, so that was 9. It's biting in pretty well. Keep in mind this is very hard wood. You know, it's not sinking in as deep as it was on that softer wood stump, but you could definitely get through here just as good as any other hatchet I've tried for sure. Show you the difference here. I'll do 8 chops on this softer wood, this pine. You can see with 8 chops, I'm almost through the heartwood there, or the core of the tree, so definitely bites in better on softer woods. So in my opinion, the Klecker Klax is a great tool. It's awesome to have all those tools in one. You know, I'm not so sure I would use it when, you know, skinning out a deer or processing out a deer, but it is nice to know that the capability is there if this was your only tool that you had. It's cool that it can clip onto a pack, you know, open a bottle, I guess. That's pretty cool that they threw that on there. I probably would never use these hex wrenches either, but again, it's nice to know that they're there, making it a great tool for survival. The hammer pommel works really well, and in all my testing it only loosened up just a little bit, about as much as a regular tomahawk loosens up. You know, if you've ever used a tomahawk, it will get looser over time, so you kind of have to reset the head. It didn't move, however, at all on the head, and there's very little, if any, wood missing that came off from the head, and I was chopping this really hard. I really like that you can seat it backwards and you can use it as a draw knife. It makes things like feathers very easy. It's very sharp. One thing you want to watch out for is if you go to grab the tool and it slips down on your hand, you want to make sure that you're grabbing it pretty tightly so that your finger goes into this notch here. If your finger's sticking out like that, you run the risk of cutting yourself, and I nipped myself a couple times. So it is very sharp on that secondary knife blade there. The handle for it is very durable. It feels really good. It's really beefy. So again, if you like a large handle, this one, you know, you're gonna like a lot. It's a cool item. I like that it slips on and off very easily, on and off the head. You know, you can loosen this up and you can pop it right off, put it in the sheath, and you can keep both parts or just this part in your bug out bag or survival kit or in your car kit, and then you can just fashion a handle for it if you needed it. What's also cool is that you could also use it just as a tool by itself. You can kind of use it as an ulu knife. You of course can use that secondary knife, and then you could also use it to loosen and tighten bolts. So great little item to have in the car, for example, as a backup multi-tool. It definitely splits wood very well, and it would be very handy to have camping, for example. You could definitely process enough wood for your fire using just this. Price-wise for the Lumberjack head that I have is $160, and you can get the feller head, which is just the basic head without the tools. You can get that for $115, and if you want to go up to the titanium head, that'll cost you $550. The handles are 30 bucks, so not a bad deal. Now you may be able to find it cheaper on other websites. I didn't really check around, but I'm definitely going to put some links below to Klecker knives where you can get some more information as well as current pricing. I don't know if you guys remember, but I reviewed their Cordovan knife from Klecker, an awesome folding knife. Reviewed this a while back, so they definitely do make some great products and some very interesting design. So I hope you guys liked this video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Leave me some comments on what you think in the comments section below. Make sure that you share this video with your friends and family who might be interested on social media, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on things like Facebook, all my links are always in the description of my videos. As always, guys, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe for more videos. All right, the time has come where we pick out another present. I gotta wrap some more. I have some more products to show you guys. I just haven't wrapped them up, but let's do a bigger one. Let's do this one. So what do you think is in the box? Sounds like there's a few things in there, maybe. Not too heavy. So leave a comment below on what you think it is, and tune in tomorrow and subscribe for more videos.